This video is made specifically for you, especially because you've been showing up in ways that's totally different from you. Nobody told you how hard it was going to be for you to keep going. Nobody told you how heavy it was going to be, but ain't nobody clapping for you. But that's okay, ma'am. I got you. So with that being said, I want to give you a round of applause and let you know, baby, keep going, because if don't nobody see you, I see you. I'm going to let you know exactly what you're going through and how to get through it. So, ma'am, you need to keep on pushing. Hey, hey, keep on pushing. Hey, hey, keep on pushing. Hey, hey, keep on. Hey, because you got it, okay? You got this. Your glow up is right around the corner. As always, it's a must that I start my videos off with giving you praise. You go, girl. You continue to show up. You're doing your homework. You're doing the research. You're doing everything that it takes to find your way in this new life that you're trying to build for yourself. You're not taking anything for granted. And for that, I'm about to give you all the flowers that you absolutely deserve in this video. But before I go giving you all my tea and before you go climbing in the bed with me, I think we need to formally introduce ourselves. With that said, I'm Stephanie, creator of Honey Be Real. I talk to women just like you who once thought that maybe they were starting late, but woke up and realized I had to devote my life to the people that I love. And that was the decision I made. But this last quarter or this last half, this part of my life belongs to me. So with that said, I show you ladies exactly the steps that I'm taking, everything that I'm learning and implementing in my life, and showing you how I'm actually building success in real time in hopes that it will provide everything that you need to create a successful future for yourself. So with that being said, I think we can go ahead and climb in bed together. Are y'all ready? I know I am. So let's get into it. Trust me, I get it. You was hit with the reality check that this life, it is not easy. And the main thing is you found out that it requires discipline, commitment to yourself, showing up on days that you can't show up, and just giving it your all every single day without remorse. And that's the part that nobody actually talks about. You're actually creating a life for yourself without having a roadmap, without having a model or a mentor to look up to. You're creating something that no one has ever showed you the way to create, and so am I. So I understand fully, firsthand, before anybody that you're probably going to talk to, exactly how hard this is for us. This lifestyle requires planning and execution. It requires reflecting, being aware when change is needed, and sometimes doing things that's uncomfortable and doing them when we're exhausted. God, dog. But the best part of it is you're choosing the life now. The life that you was living was a life that was given to you. You didn't understand the missteps then, but you're taking the time to really define this new life for yourself. You're carving out a corner in this world and saying, this is mine, and I'm going to nurture this just like you did those babies, or just like you're doing those babies. You finally decided that it was time to choose yourself. Your babies are grown, and even if they're not grown, they're at a point where they're not solely relying on you head to breast. You're able to breathe. You're able to take time to create what it is that you really want out of life. And as easy as it sounds to other people, oh, just get up and do what you want to do. That's a man's voice, or someone who doesn't have children, but you're different. You actually do care. So you know that you had to take time to figure out when it was right for you to do so. So I want to commend you for the decisions that you made to hold off and make sure that your family was good, and then go ahead and put yourself in the mix. I don't want you to feel like you're late. And could you have done things differently? Probably could, but you didn't. You chose the route that you chose because it felt good to you. And the fact that we're here, it means that either your babies are grown and you're now willing to let them go, or you had a wake-up call and you said, I just can't let the rest of my life carry out the way that it's going now. And that's the most important part. It's not easy to create a new life, especially when you've already created a whole entire life that you thought was the life that you were going to reside in. But the truth of the matter is, we all have to shed a shell or shed some sort of a skin in our lives in order for us to continue to grow. It's just your time to grow. So as uncomfortable as it may be, we got to keep growing. Or as I keep saying, we got to keep on pushing, because this new life is waiting for us to show up. We was given this new vision that we have, and it wasn't by chance that we got it. It was actually ordained. It was already put or placed over us, and it's been nudging or nagging at you somehow or another, telling you to go ahead and do exactly what you said you want to do. And you're finally stepping out on faith. You allow fear to take its seat. You took the time to recognize that you had a feeling of uneasiness, some sort of a fear or discomfort. You allowed it to breathe. You honored it. And now you're saying, okay, I understand that you're afraid that we're moving into unfamiliar territory, but let me handle it. You gave yourself an opportunity to allow your mind and your thoughts and your emotions to regulate. You're showing up in a time in your life where you can actually handle the extra stress in order to create the type of success that you're going after. So with that said, trust yourself, because you're not making a bad decision. The decision that you're making, that you should be making. And if there's a mistake, guess what? You get to try again. There is no such thing as messing up. There's no such thing as failure. All that is really an opportunity for you to reroute, to reanalyze, reconfigure, and try again. There's no such thing as failure, only realignment. There's going to be people in your life who's not going to be willing to let you go. Things that's going to come up that's going to pull you back. But in the face of those things, you have to let them know that, look, that is not who I am anymore. Christina's gone. You're no longer the person that you used to be. So go ahead and allow that person to fade off. If we need to take a moment of silence and let's just mourn the person that we used to be, let's close our eyes. Let her go. Release her. We can't be stuck in what people want us to be. We're going to move forward because our life is waiting for us. Now that we've mourned the person that we used to be, it's time for us to move on to the real deal. And we have to understand that things aren't always going to be easy because we're carving out a life that we've never seen before. The showing up, the being committed, the being disciplined, everything is solely relying on you and nobody but you. And that means that there's no such thing as good days and bad days. Every day is a day that you got to show up, because if you're not showing up, ain't ish getting done. Now, let's face it. I know and you know that in order for us to succeed, we have to keep moving forward. We cannot sit back and let a bad day keep us stuck, because bad days are inevitable. Every day isn't going to be a good day. Every day ain't going to be a good day where that wig is laying down and it's clocking in its teeth. Every day you ain't going to be able to beat your face, because some days that Ulta order is going to be stuck at freaking Amazon or wherever it's coming from, and you ain't going to be able to beat your face. Or it may be one of them days where that bob just ain't bobbing the way that you want it to bob, or them stilettos is hurting your feet. Or maybe we bloated and we can't even fit in the doggone suit that we wanted to wear today. But guess what? You're going to have to pick out some more clothes. You're going to peel that lace wig off and wear a ponytail. You're going to have to just beat your face with a face wash and some moisturizer. You're going to have to go ahead and wear them flats that make your feet look fat. You're going to have to pick you and yourself over whatever bad thing can come up, no matter what the day looks like. Nobody is going to do this stuff for you until you get to a point in your career or your entrepreneurship where you can delegate those tasks. So until then, everything solely relies on you. I know. That's tough. That's where I'm at. Every day that something needs to be promoted for Honey Be Real. Every day that I need to show up for the world. And I need to continue to be the bubbly spirit that I am no matter what. Some of those days I feel like crap, but I still walk in the building where I work and I'm like, hey, I'm like a fool. Good morning. I'm just waving. I'm acting like everything is good. I just wipe that face off. Whatever I'm feeling, and I show up. There is no such thing as a bad day when you're chasing your dream. And this is the craziest thing, y'all. I realized it this morning. I was posting a reel. In the video, I was struggling with myself. I was struggling with the fact that I was trying to go over my skit for this video. I just couldn't connect the dots of who I was actually talking to. I think that was a problem. and I figured it out. In the moment I was struggling, but it didn't stop me from hitting that record button and coming online and recording. And in the moment of editing the video, I said to myself, that's why it's called chasing your dream, because you are literally chasing after your dream. No matter if you're tired, no matter if you're hungry, no matter if your hair not done, no matter if the freaking hot water tank busted, no matter what, you are chasing it if you really want it. And that chasing part, that's the exhaustion, because you're constantly chasing it. And when you're constantly chasing something, you can't even see no way possible where you are on the timeline. Like, you don't even know, but you have to keep showing up because you know that you're there for a purpose. That's the part that gets me. But in spite of, I continue to show up, and you should too. What I don't want you to get confused with having a good day versus a bad day is that you're going to need motivation to get you out of bed. Because motivation, I don't know how T.I. always showing up in all my videos. T.I., and you need to talk. But motivation, you better get on your job. Like, motivation ain't enough. Motivation is not going to be the thing that drives you forward in your new life. It's not. You're going to have to figure out how to remain disciplined. Now, there go one of them words right there, discipline. Now, think about it with me real quick. If you think about the word discipline, what do you think when it comes to mind? Right. You think some sort of a struggle. You think something exhausting and daunting that you don't want to do. But that's not what discipline is. When I found this out, y'all, I was like, now it's a whole lot easier for me. Discipline. Discipline is the highest form of self-love that you can give yourself. The highest form of self-love that you can give yourself. So you mean to tell me you can't be disciplined? You don't love yourself? I know you do, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this video trying to get better day by day. So I know you love yourself. So be disciplined and have a North Star. My North Star is knowing that I have a greater purpose in life. And my purpose is to talk to other young women, other Black women specifically, and let it be known that it's okay that we're not the ones that they choose. We have the right to create and carve out our own roadmap to success. And when we figure that out, we have it built where we can share it with other women that's coming behind us or that's ahead of us. Find your North Star and let that be your guiding light. Let motivation do its job when it's there, but when there's no motivation, don't count on it. Give yourself that pep talk. Give yourself the grateful talk in the morning time, and just show up and do the things anyway, because good days and bad days don't exist when you're chasing your dream and when you're chasing success. And when you build onto that discipline, you build onto your self-confidence. You're showing yourself that I'm able to deposit positivity into myself. With this deposit, you're able to increase your self-esteem. And you've gotten over the fact that you had that identity crisis. So now you've given yourself proof that you're able to show up, that you're capable of doing exactly the thing that you said that you were going to do. And get this, success keeps a track record, whether you like it or not. Success is always watching. It's in the background, like that professor with the big glasses on looking at you. It's like that. Success is keeping track. The days that you show up, the days that you don't show up. Each day that you show up, you're building on to exactly the dream that you said you're wanting to achieve. You're putting in time. So what it's doing is it's creating a live curve for you. It's saying, okay, she's continuing to show up. She's doing exactly what she said she was going to do. And it's creating an arch. And it's getting you on the path to go up. And if you fall off, it goes down. But if you pick it back up, it's going to pick back up. So success is going to keep a track record of whatever you're doing. If you let those bad days keep you from showing up and doing exactly what you're supposed to do, like I said, the trajectory of your life is going to go down. When you put in at least 1% of being better every day, you are 37% better within a year. But if you dedicate your time to doing nothing, then you actually do decline. You start to get dumb. I didn't want to say that, but yeah. You start losing vocabulary, your thinking gets short, your words get short. You get what I'm saying? So the more that you're able to show up, not only are you strengthening your vocabulary, you're strengthening your memory, you're actually increasing the likelihood that one day you're going to land exactly where you are supposed to be on planet Rock. You have a dream to get to Mars and you're traveling towards Mars. You may not make it to Mars, but at least you can fall upon Saturn, Uranus, whatever other planet is out there. The main point is you won't be stuck on Earth. You won't be in the same place as you've always been. Love yourself enough to say, I can't leave you here, baby. I can't leave you here. This ain't the life that I want to see for myself. I don't care if that means that you decided that you want to get out the house and just go out on the weekends. Do it for yourself. I don't care if you made a conscious decision that you're going to get out and make new friends. Do it for yourself. I don't care if you decided that your success depends on you putting $1 million in the bank account. Show up every day and do it for yourself. Success does not give out excused absences. When you're absent, you're absent. Our main job is to make sure that we remain optimistic about whatever it is that we were called to do, understanding that our purpose is going to be the driving force to get us exactly where we want to go. Remember that North Star I was telling you about? Yes, exactly that. Your purpose needs to be bigger than, oh, I need to ship. I can't say that. Oh, I need to SHIT on these women out here for hating on me. It definitely can't be because, oh, I left my ex and I want to show him I could do good without him. No. Your purpose has to be bigger than you. As long as your purpose is bigger than you, that it's surrounded around making this world a better place, you should be off to a great start. And the reason it needs to have a purpose bigger than you is because we don't know when success is going to come knocking on our door. The only thing we know is that we're putting in the work and we are expecting return on our investment. So if you go in this thinking that, okay, I'm going to be successful within a year, people always overestimate what they can get done in a year, but they always underestimate what they can get done in 10 years. A 10-year span is a long enough time for you to stay on the course of who you are and actually deliver on yourself. And I'm not saying that it's going to take 10 years for you to become successful. What I'm saying to you is make sure that your purpose is the driving force so that when it comes to success, keeping the track record on you, you're showing up each and every day because your main focus isn't just to gain the success, but it is focused on something that is making this world a better place because the world is already as crappy as it is, and it needs beautiful people like you and me to help make it a better place. So love yourself enough to show up for people and to show up for yourself. It's not only giving somebody else something, but it's helping you to build your personality. It's helping you to build your self-confidence. It's actually allowing you to restore trust in yourself just by showing up and doing what you said you were going to do. If you want to paint a picture of exactly what discipline does and how it actually reflects you in your life, think of it this way. Either when you was a little girl or as an adult, when somebody told you they were going to do something and they did it, you started to say, I could trust this person to do what they said. That's why people say your word is your bond. But if somebody say, I'm going to be right back, I'm going to run to the store, then I'm going to bring you a canned Coke, and they'll never come back with your Coca-Cola, and you just as thirsty as you can be, you going to say, God, don't, Freddie, or whoever it is. You say, no, you was supposed to bring me back my Coke and you didn't. Now you don't trust them and you ain't never going to wait on them to bring you a Coke ever again. That's what you do to yourself. If you promise yourself that you're going to show up and do something and you don't do it, you start telling yourself internally that you're not capable, that you can't trust yourself, and you lose confidence. But when you show up for yourself and do the thing that you said you were going to do over and over again, your confidence rises. And you're able to show up for yourself. And in the long run, it just becomes your habit. It's no more a force of nature. It's not hard anymore because that discipline, that's me. You said discipline. Here I am. Like it becomes your whole identity. See, a lot of people struggle with creating a new life for themselves because they haven't done the work of identifying themselves. You can say all day, every day that you want to be successful, but if you relate to being a couch potato, guess what you're going to do? You're going to sit on the couch and you're not going to get up and do whatever it is that you said you were going to do. So you have to replace that old identity with your new identity and be the person that you said you were going to be. So, ma'am, keep at it. Stay disciplined and continue to do the thing that you were called to do over and over and over again. Whatever it is that your craft is, be disciplined at it. Find a way to actually get in that thing and become the best version of that person that you were going to be. Identify with this version of you. If you don't connect the dots, it's never going to align. It's never going to align. So to the woman out there who's struggling with showing up each and every day, putting her best foot forward, understand you don't need motivation, baby. All you need is discipline, aka to love yourself enough to create a positive change in your life. And I need you to keep on pushing because can't nobody do it quite like you. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing.